Good day, everyone. We are the presenters for this day. I am Judith Fortes Vergara. With my team, we will discuss the topic entitled Fish Farm Record Keeping and Activities Organizer System. So before we proceed on the discussion, the fish production plays an important role in the livelihood of millions of people around the world, as it is the world's demand sustained the economy's growth and development. The background of the study. Some of fisheries or aquaculture application requires to have record-keeping features, although they have good features. Just like in the Mindoro State University, in the field of fisheries, they have a lot of data to keep and activities to assign and to do. Demotivation. The researchers believe that in the world today, online and technology exist prominently. As people act, technology exists in every aspect of life. The system provides online record keeping for the admin or faculty of fisheries and also a calendar of activities which serve as an organizer for them. They are the one who will input data on record keeping features and activities organizer based on the area of their expertise. The current situation. Based on the findings of beloved Ma'am Elsie Gavoni, the head of the research for fisheries, their current situation limits their efficiency in keeping records because of manual encoding of data through Excel file. Also, they have some application that can only calculate the rate status of variety of fishes, but lack of record-keeping features. The problem. Also, based from findings of Ma'am Giboni, the huge problem that worsen their works is manual encoding of record, because a lot of factors affects their productivity that wasting their time spent, which are misplaced of documents, which some documents are destroyed by water, fire, and even at home, hard copies of documents are played by their children. The solution. Through online record keeping, it keeps the documents safe and efficient. Also, through activities organizer system, it helps the hatchery or fisheries department in Mindoro State University. The objectives of the study. The first one is to create an organized scheduling about the aquaculture activities. The second one is to reduce the number of physical copies in storing data. The third one allows the administration for faster search and retrieval of documents. The fourth one, generate reports regarding aquaculture activities based on the data provided by the end user. And the last one is to evaluate the system technology acceptance model. The scope, delimitation, and limitation. The scope of the study is the hatchery department or the fisheries department. The delimitation of the study is record keeping and activities organizer. And the limitation of the study is the Mindoro State University Buabong campus. The next one is the conceptual framework. So, as we see on the PowerPoint, on the top of it is the fish fish age, which has standard length, standard weight, and length. Under the standard length, there is fish classification. Under of it is sex, species, standard weight. On the weight section, there is fish growth and length. After it is the initial count. The fish count. Under of it is final count, quality, predators. The fish farm record-keeping activities and organizer system has also the calendar of activities. Under of it is date, activity, accomplishments, fish growth factors. Under of it is water quality, water level, water temperature, salinity, and dissolved oxygen. And for that, thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is Joshua G. Porras, and now this chapter includes the ideas of related literature, both local and foreign sources. This study is about the fish farm record keeping and activities organizer system. One of the studies about the livestock. According to Hutchison and Sclatch of year of 2020, improvement in diet, animal health, breeding, and genetics have all helped to boost livestock productivity and efficiency. According to the research, having a record in an enterprises institution, especially in fish farm, is necessary since it will serve as basis for the management to monitor the status of the animal they are taking care of. Based on the study of Mr. Matias of year of 2006, integrated fish farming has the potential to significantly improve food security for low-income population in development countries. Now, according to the research of the system, integrated fish farming provide through detailed coverage one of the world's most important approaches to integrated farming system. Then, according to OPIAO year of 2018, increasing crop, livestock, and fishery productivity, it represents the popularity of freshwater aquaculture grows, so does the transportation of live fish across international boundaries, increasing the risk of introducing animals with unknown health history. Then, according to the research, freshwater cage have been married by increasing frequencies fish kills with obvious financial environment application. Then, according to the research of Mr. Osborne year of 2019, the role of aquaculture farm biosecurity in global food security, scientific and technique. The biosecurity is a supports gain animal productivity, production, and growth, thus ensuring the continuity of supply necessary of food supply. Then, according to Mr. Berchi Acedo of year of 2017, prospect and sustainability of aquaculture development in Ghana, West Africa, of cogent food and aquaculture, it is represent that the fish is Ghana is a most popular commonly. Based of the study, consume of animal protein with a estimated annual per capita consuming of 26 kilograms compared to global average of 20 kilograms. The Ghanaian fisheries sector employees have 2.4 million people of the contributes of 1.5% of the country's gross domestic product. As states of Mr. Curtis M. Jolie of year of 2020, this study is about the economics of the aquaculture. The CRC president is represent the basis economic theory. Is a short of logical way that is easily adaptable to practical application in economic aquaculture. Example of the economic solution is to common problem help you to understand need of economic application to culture and the success that may come with a sound economic planning and management. Then according to the Mr. Anderson year of 2019, the global blue revolution aquaculture growth across regions, species, and countries. These studies represent the majority discussion about the global aquaculture production and potential growth on Asia, which produce a majority world's aquaculture. Then, according to Mr. Gregorio Roland, year of 2018, weapons of APEC, the imperative for transdisciplinary information system design. This research is proceeding to Association for Information Since Technology. It represents the outside of the domain of professional record manager and achieves the function of record keeping in our person and professional life really organized as topic and general interest. As mentioned by Fishing Cunningham of year of 2018, a management strategy evaluation of the commercial Saki salmon fishery in Bristol Bay, Alaska. It is represent the effort adjusted daily to meet stock specific escapement of target. This research is according to the Cunningham of year of 2018. The research of Mr. Beddington year of 2007 by catch small scale recreational and or artisanal fishery are frequently associated with these low value resources with the vast majority of stock fishes in the globe come from the fisheries no systematic stock assessment. And thank you.
So hi, great day. I'm Crystal Jane Lucero, and now let's proceed to the developmental method. So the figures you see on the screen shows the methodology used by the researcher to develop the system software. So the main advantage of RAD approach is for quick project turnaround, which makes it an appealing alternative for researchers on working in a fast-paced setting such as software development. So as we all know, our group is a little too far behind the others. So using this method will be handy for us, the researchers. So requirement specs. So this slide is consisting of requirements and its subtopics necessary for the development of the study. It is consisting of functional requirements, the user interface, and the user security requirements. Now let's proceed to the functional requirements. So let's start with the functional requirement of a study. So record keeping. So the system will store all the necessary details regarding fish production and harvest. Activities organizer. So the proposed system will illustrate aquaculture's calendar of activities. Monitoring fish growth. So monitoring the fish growth is also included in the system, wherein measuring the length and width within a period of time is a must. So it is also printable reports. So the system will generate the summary of reports in PDF, which can be printed and viewed in any platform. So the next one is user interface. So this slide is all about user interface. The first text box is for the username of the end user, and the second one is for their password. So the checkbox below is for the instance of their identity, whether they were the admin or part of staffs. So the button at the bottom triggers the action for login. The pictures and the titles of the project can be seen on the right side, that signifies the software's identity. So the next slide is the second UI, which is fish information section, offers all the data stored on the software. It includes the fish species, weight, width, and such. So the summary is where the summary of data will be seen. Event calendar is where schedules about fishery can be viewed and modified. And lastly, the records management is where all the data can be modified. So the third UI will be the next slide. So this slide contains the UI displaying the calendar of events, where the admin can modify the schedules that should be performed on the fisheries. So it contains with buttons such as add, edit, delete, and exit. And lastly, this UI is offering the record management interface where the admin can modify data by adding, editing, deleting, printing, and terminating the program. The sample data can be viewed on the right side of the interface. Next one is the security requirements. So the researchers will use software tools for creating designs and functions of the proposed project. Hardware specification and software specification is under it. So let's proceed to the hardware specification. Hardware specification is the part of the document where the information about the hardware that will be used on making the system software must meet. So the computer must be wide for coding purposes and for customizing small objects. So processor or the CPU must be Pentium. The memory have a 4 GB RAM. The monitor displays 14 LCD monitor, having the storage of 500 GB internal storage drive and network adapter, which is 802.11 AC. And now let's proceed to the specification. So the software specification is the extent needed for the development of the project software. So Windows 10. Windows 10 operating system will be used to run the application software needed to create the project. The next one is Chrome. So the proponents will use Chrome to run the system. Since the project will be web-based, it needs a platform where it can be executed. So the next one is SAMP and PHP. So SAMP is an open source and free package used to run and test the system, and PHP will be used in the system in terms of functional coding. And now let's proceed to the testing and evaluation. So the components will invite selected fisheries department staffs in Mindoro State University, Bungabong campus to conduct system testing. So the system will be evaluated based on technology acceptance model. So it is composed of perceived usefulness, intention to use, usage behavior, and perceived to use of data. So now let's proceed to the implementation plan. So after the development of the project, the developers are intended to implement the system by following the work plan on the table presented on the screen. So the tasks is composed of training and evaluation. Under training, it has demonstrated the procedure of manipulating the system to be team. So the person responsible are the group and respondents. The time allotment is 2 hours. Now let's proceed to the evaluation. It is composed of conducting evaluation and result analysis and computations. So conducting evaluation, having the person responsible for it is the technical writer and the respondents, and it will exceed 2 weeks. And the result analysis and computation will be handled by the project manager, having the time allotment of 1 month. So budgetary requirements. So to follow the work plan in table 5, the researchers estimates the cost that will be expended during the development of the project. So this will be the expenses of the project. Wi-Fi load having 1,000 pesos. Paper that will initially cost 10,000. Web hosting of 700. Miscellaneous fee having 715. Consultation and travel fee which is 2,000 pesos. So that's all. Thank you and have a great day.